Abraham's journey is wild, isn't it? You look at the beginning of his story, and honestly, he's a mess. He sells out his wife twice to save his own skin. He laughs in God's face when told he'll have a son. He tries to make God's promise happen in his own way with Hagar. This is not the picture of a spiritual giant. He's just like us, full of fear, self-preservation, and doubt. But God doesn't give up on him. God keeps working, keeps correcting, keeps leading Abraham out of his own crooked ways. Now, fast forward to Genesis 22. God tells Abraham, "Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering." This isn't just any test. God is asking for the very thing Abraham waited decades for. The son of promise, the one through whom God said he'd bless the world. And not just to give him up, but to offer him as a burnt offering. That means total surrender, total destruction, nothing left. In the Old Testament, a burnt offering was completely consumed by fire, nothing held back. God is saying, give me everything, even the thing you love most, even the thing you think you need to fulfill my promise. And this time, Abraham doesn't hesitate. He gets up early. He prepares the wood. He takes Isaac. And he goes, no arguing, no bargaining, no running to Egypt. He's not trusting his own thoughts or feelings anymore. He's not calculating how to save himself or his son. He's just trusting God's word, period. That's the transformation. Abraham finally throws away what he sees, feels, and thinks, and he clings only to God's promise, even when it looks like God's promise is about to die on the altar. That's why he's called the father of faith, not because he was perfect, but because he learned to let go of himself and trust God completely, even when it made no sense. The burnt offering command shows just how severe this test was. God wasn't after Isaac. He was after Abraham's heart. He wanted Abraham to surrender everything, to be reduced to ashes, so God could raise him up new. That's the blueprint for us. Faith isn't about never failing. It's about letting God break us down, strip away our old identity, and teach us to trust Him with everything, even the things we love most.
At iniladlad ni Abraham ang kanyang kamay at kinuha ang kutsilyo upang patayin ang kanyang anak. Genesis 22, versikulo 10 kay JV.
Hindi siya higanten na nang magsimula ang kwento. Takot lang na kaluluwa, isang lalaking wasak ang pagkatao. Ipinagbili ang kanyang asawa para mailigtas ang sarili. 2 beses siyang natisod, ginayan ng takot na dumaloy. Tumawa siya sa harap ng banal. Sinabi, tingnan mo ang mga kulubot na ito. Paano pa ako magkakaroon ng anak? Sinubukan niyang pilitin ang pangako gamit sa pagsikat ng araw. Walang luhi ka na hahawakan, walang planong bubuuin ang pagtingin lang ng pagsuko sa mga mata ng isang ama. At siya'y katulad lang natin, nagkakamali sa dilim. Maling pa na, maling puntirya, pero ang Diyos ng langit, hindi siya bumibitaw. Gumagawa siya sa gulo na ating itinatanim. Ang anang pananampalataya ay isang anak na malayo sa tahanan, hanggang sa matapos ang paglilinis. Hindi ang batang gusto ng Diyos na kunin. Ito ang idolo na gagawin ni Abraham. Ito ang pagmamalasakit sa sarili, ang takot, ang pagmamalaki. Kailangang ilakad iyon pataas sa gilid ng bundok. Ganap na pagsuko, naging abo na lamang pagtiwala sa boses, hindi sa kidlat. Itinapon niya ang lahat ng kanyang nararamdaman at nakikita, upang malaman kung sino ang nais ng Diyos na siya'y maging. Naitaas ang kutsilyo, ngunit napigilan ng kamay dahil sa altar na iyon. Muling nabuo ang puso, natutunan niyang bitawan ang bagay na pinakamamahal niya. Magtiwala sa Panginoon, hindi sa sariling lohika. Ang pananampalataya ay hindi perpekto, hindi ito tuwid na linya. Pinapayagan itong linisin ang apoy ng langit. Kaya kunin mo ang aking mga isa, kunin mo ang aking mga plano. Iniiwan ko silang lahat sa iyong mga kamay na may mga bakas ng sugat. Sunuin ang luma, hayaang magsimula ang bagong buhay. Hindi mo gusto ang handog, gusto mo lang ang puso ko. Gusto mo lang ang puso ko.
Paki-share po ang channel, si Jesus ay Hari, sa ikaluwalhatian ng Diyos.